Just a belief that creating greater diversity within this vineyard was the best way to go forward with being stewards of this land.
More diversity of plant life, more species in the vineyard, which means a different profile of root systems, so different plants going down deeper and pulling up different nutrients. So everything's affecting everything.
So we started with the sheep program around 2010, 2011, and really partially just a progression of our move towards biodynamic farming. Having animals, having them eat the cover crops, eat the weeds, fertilize as they go, save us on tractor passes, all of those things seemed attractive. We only started with about less than a dozen sheep, a handful of Dorpers and a handful of Barbados, and it was very successful in the early years. So it's grown dramatically to the point where we brought in Nathan, a full-time shepherd, and we're up to 250, heading towards 300 sheep at this point.
We use holistic management when running the sheep here in the vineyard. So we have a planned grazing system where we make sure that we don't move the sheep back into the same paddock that they were in for at least 6 months. So that means they're constantly moving onto fresh grass. I've got 2 herding dogs that we use to move the sheep from place to place.
We've had issues with mountain lions, we've had issues with coyotes, golden eagles, you name it, they're out there. Sheep are an easy target if they can get to them. We started with donkeys. It's not a new thing, donkeys have been used for centuries. We also brought in a llama. He's super good with the sheep, he's super observant, he's a great alarm. Alpacas, probably not quite so useful, but they're so darn cute. We just recently introduced 2 Spanish Mastiff dogs who are huge, formidable, incredibly loud, deep bark. In the season when the vines are growing, we move them to the woodlands, and that takes care of some fire suppression and cleaning up under the old oak woodlands for us, which is also super beneficial and not something that I really thought of when we first started this program all that time ago. When you get down to what we're trying to do is farm soil, make the land better. The vines, of course, rely upon the soil and nutrient and minerals in that soil to survive and thrive. So the sheep bring that to the program.
Having animals on the land is how healthy land was developed in the first place, and so we're just trying to bring that back. We're adding close to 400 pounds of manure every day as we move almost 250 sheep through the vineyard. Increasing our mineral cycle by breaking down organic matter, being the grass, and then we're also moving minerals and nutrients from down low in the valleys up to high on the hill, and then the rain is leaching that back out into the properties.
So for me, the biodynamic systems and theories behind that, one of the most important things I feel is the closed farm system. To me, that's the purest form of farming. So you don't bring any inputs in from the outside. So you plant a cover crop, the sheep come through and eat the cover crop, and they fertilize the vineyard. As a whole, Tablas Creek trying to push more and more towards more diversity and more of a closed farm system. That's the goal, and that's what a large part of what these animals will bring to us.